So Rolls Royce, when they make it one at a time, and they take their time and they handcraft it. It's the best leather. It never goes on sale. The Bentley never goes on sale. And some of y'all in this room, you want your dream to go on sale. It's never gonna go on sale. But if you want to be average, they giving the average out. They got discounts on goods. But if you want to be great and phenomenal, you got to pay blood, you got to pay sweat, you got to pay tears, and you got to pay every single day. There are no shortcuts to greatness.
About to go inside a Where You Been coffee shop. About to talk to Dr. Will, entrepreneur, author, motivational speaker. Let's go get it.
Check him out, Jay Newsom. Be phenomenal. Check it out, guys. Oh, where's Chuck? Yeah.
Welcome to Be Phenomenal, helping you discover your best self through fitness and health. Today I'm here with Dr. Will, author, entrepreneur, motivational speaker, thought leader. What's up, Dr. Will? How you doing, man?
What's going on, my man? Happy to be here with you, man.
Yeah, man, thank you. I appreciate you coming out and joining us. So, basically, what Be Phenomenal is all about is helping you discover your best self through fitness and health. And my man, Dr. Will, is an expert at helping you unlock your genius potential, so I just thought it would be great just to have him here on the show today with you guys. He's going to tell you guys his story. We're going to pick some gems from that, and then hopefully you can apply it to your life and you can unlock your genius potential and find your phenomenal self. So, Dr. Will, can you just explain a little bit what you do? I know you're a motivational speaker, you're an author, you travel the world, you speak to different companies, full-time entrepreneur. Just explain your story and just how you got there and how you unlocked your genius potential.
Cool. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm originally from Compton, California, and grew up in Compton at a time where, you know, it was riddled with gang violence and drugs, and literally someone like me, they said, wouldn't make it to the age of 18, and if I did, I would end up in jail. And so, true to character of that type of environment, I did. I found myself in trouble, found myself in jail, found myself in gangs, and at the age of 18, I found myself in front of a California state judge. And he looked at me and he said, Mr. Will Moreland, you're going nowhere fast, and you need to figure out what you're going to do with your life. And he gave me 2 weeks. He said, I'm not going to put you in jail today, but if you don't figure out what you're going to do with your life, you're going to find yourself in one of our nice facilities. And so I left that courtroom that day kind of wandering around the streets of Hawthorne and wondering what I was going to do with my life. And thankful to God that an Army recruiter found me. His name was Corey Oliver. He found me walking in the mall, and he asked me that question that changed my life. He said, hey, you ever thought about going to the Army? Right. And I had never thought about it. You know, guys from where we come from, we really don't, you know, get down with the Army or anything like that.
No, I don't.
But I knew, like, man, I got to go back in 2 weeks and tell this judge something. And so I took that opportunity. That was my opportunity. Just like many of you in life are going to get an opportunity, no matter where you come from, no matter what situation you find yourself in, you're going to get an opportunity to change your life. But you got to take the opportunity. And I took the opportunity. And my mom, I'm coming from a single mother. She thought I was crazy. All my friends thought I was crazy going into the Army. But that change for me was the change I needed. I had to get up out of my environment to change my environment. And so I joined the United States Army, and when I joined the Army gave me the foundation, it gave me the mentors, and it gave me the direction I needed to kind of just get settled. I knew I wasn't going to retire from the military, but the military gave me that foundation to kind of just quiet things so I could get to my quiet place and say, okay, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? What are you going to do? Are you going to be a product of the environment? Are you going to let your beginning dictate your ending? But for me, it allowed me to just take some time and say, you know what, I got to create a vision for my life, and that's what I've been trying to do for the last 20 years, man.
Man, wonderful story. Terrific. Love it. And one key thing I took from what you said, you changed your environment. You were from Compton, and they made you go to the Army where you felt uncomfortable, and it didn't feel right. So when you change your environment, everything changed. Me, I'm a first person in my family to graduate from college. So once I changed my environment, I started listening to different people. Eric Thomas is one of my mentors, so I'm listening to him all the time. Once I changed my environment, my mindset changed, and I just never was the same. So same thing with you. How key is that for people who are trying to find their phenomenal self, unlock their potential to change their environment? Because there's so many people in life that's just trying to reach a different level, but they're in the same environment. Even sometimes they change their environment, their mindset is still the same. So just talk on that a little bit.
So I call it the 3 P's, right? The 3 P's of transformation. And the first P is to change the places you go. You have to change the environment. If the environment that you're in is not feeding your soul, feeding your mind, feeding your future, you got to get out of it. Now, I know, like, I go back to Compton all the time, and my friends are saying, well, Will, we can't just do what you did. We just can't get up and go to the Army. You know, life is not allowing us to do that. But you don't have to go back to the same block. You don't have to hang out in the same places. You can choose to go to the library instead of going to the park. You can choose to go over a mentor's house instead of going over to a homie's house that's going to get you in trouble. You got to change the places you go. The second thing, once you change the places you go, you change the people you start interacting with. Our good buddy E.T., you said he's one of the people that you listen to, right? He's one of the people that you feed from. When you start changing the people you hang around, it's going to change the way you think, because they're going to challenge you. They're going to start asking you, man, what's your goals? I started getting around people in the military, and they said, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Where do you see yourself 10 years from now? These were questions that were never presented to me. The type of questions I got was, hey, dog, what you doing this weekend? Hey, you going to that party? Hey, you going over her house, his house, whatever. That was the type of conversation. But when I changed the place, when I changed the people, the third thing that happened was it changed my philosophy. It changed the way I thought. It changed the way I saw everything. I didn't just plan for the day. I just didn't plan for the weekend. I started planning for my future. And when I changed my philosophy on life, yeah, I was from Compton. Yeah, I had a single mom. Yeah, my dad was a drug dealer. But my start didn't determine my finish. When I got that new mindset, that Will, you have the power to change what your future is going to look like. So I started going to school. So once I got into school, once I got back into college, I was all out. And so I got my doctorate degree at the age of 27 because I was straight focused. I wasn't going to the club. I wasn't chasing girls. I wasn't wasting my time anymore. And once I realized this, and I say this all the time, you hear me say this all the time, we're all equal in time. We're separated by what we do with it. We're all equal in time. Everybody's going to get the same 24 hours, the same 168 hours a week, the same 8,000 hours a year. What are you doing with that time?
Exactly. Great. That's what I'm telling you, man. This guy got gems just coming out of his ears. It's crazy. One more thing. Accountability partners is just a key thing, especially I'm talking about fitness and health. When it comes to fitness and health, I was always kind of working out and an athlete, but as soon as I got an accountability partner, my body changed. I got the abs, I'm ripped up now. It's just because you have a person there waiting on you at the gym, so you know you got to be there. Same with success, you know. Talk about the importance of having people holding you accountable to achieving your goals and just being your best self. So do you have an accountability partner? How does that work?
You know, I tell people this, any part of your life that's important to you, you need to get a mentor or accountability partner. Any part, your finances, your health, your mindset, your future, anything that's important to you, because you know this as a fitness trainer, you can push someone to go further than they thought, right? You know, I'll give up and say, man, I can't do one more rep. Yeah. But just to hear you say, give me one more, it's gonna motivate me. All right, because I don't want to let you down. Right? I don't want to let you down. And if you see the best in me, if you see I could go that extra step, I want to give you that extra step. Whereas if we're just by ourselves, we may just stop and say, oh, I did 20, but you come back and say, now give me 21, give me 22. And just that extra push changes everything. So accountability partners are, I mean, in fitness, in finance, in whatever area you want to see true transformation, you got to have an accountability partner.
Huge, man. I love it. Love it. Well, thanks for the time. Man, you just came here, added so much value to us. Really, just give them one last gem that you always just say on Facebook. It could be anything, just anything. Just give these people that push to unlock that genius potential, and they're phenomenal. It can be, I don't know, any gems that you have for them. Just one last one.
Any change that you want has to start with you. Any change in your life that you want has to start with you. Never give your power away. Never give the power to change away. My grandmother told me this a long time ago, and I never forgot it. She says, Will, when you point the finger at someone else, you have 3 fingers pointing back at you. What that means is the bulk of the responsibility for your new life is on you.
Love it. I love it. All right, so that's it. Be phenomenal because you are phenomenal. Thank you, Dr. Will, for coming out.
Appreciate it, man.
Unlock your genius potential. You can check him out on Facebook, Instagram, Dr. Will Speaks. Check me out at Be Phenomenal. Subscribe to the page. Thank you.